talking about, yeah. Ooh, so sit back, take a seat, and you gon' have to pardon my peace. Tell me how you like it, I know you excited. You gon' have to pardon my peace. You know we be vibing, all of you invited. We gon' get it pardon my peace. It's where you need to be, we got the latest tea. Don't get this game for free, yeah. We just speaking the truth, so sit back, take a seat, and you gon' have to pardon my peace.
Hello and welcome back to Pardon My Peace. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful day. It was raining and now the sun's starting to come out. We're getting some nice light. Round of applause for the Lord in the sun. Mm-hmm. Southern California weather is...
It's
you never
bipolar.
know. That's why we have to keep layers in our trunks.
Exactly. Yep. I was about to say, I don't know anywhere else where you have to take a different type of wardrobe with you besides LA. Like, It's hot and then it gets cold. It's not even like it's such a big difference.
It is.
It's like an on and off switch.
It is.
I don't like that.
A long sleeve shirt, a hoodie, and a jacket.
You do.
Because you never know at what part of the day you'll need all three of those at some point. You
definitely will.
Depending on how long
That's
you're out.
That's why I like Texas. Because when it's hot from the sun up to the sun down. It's hot.
Why is that a good thing?
Because I like that. Like, at least I know what I'm looking forward to.
I mean, in the summer, it does that in California.
No,
it's
it does not.
All the time.
No, it used to. Danielle. In the summer, it still drops. And I'm like, it was so hot. How is it cold right now?
And
that's why it's earthquakes.
Cold, so I love that about California. Because I don't want to be hot at night. I want to be freezing cold at night.
I don't want to be hot at night.
I don't want to be hot at night.
No,
I want to be warm and embrace the sunshine during the day. But then when the sun goes down and I'm in my bed, I'd like it to be 50, 40 degrees.
Yeah. Not me, but I understand where you're coming from. I don't want to be hot, but that's a little too cold for me. I'm good with 70.
Because then I don't have to turn on my air conditioner. If it's like 50 outside, then I don't need the AC on at night. But if it's anything above 50 outside, that
I
AC
had to turn on the heat just now because it was so cold. The sun came out.
No, she has a little personal heater because she's always cold.
I'm always cold. But it has to do with my iron. However, it is getting a lot better.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. So, Danielle, you had a great topic that we're going to speak on today. So I want to hear about it. And I want you to go ahead and talk about it first because I am curious. I am intrigued. I am interested.
There are a lot of things.
I am a lot of things. Remember, you had asked me what I was passionate about, and you were like, I should have just said one thing.
There were
I was passionate about a lot of things.
There's so many things that you're passionate about. Who knew you could have that much passion? Anyone, just so much.
Passion fruit?
That's my sister's favorite.
Really?
If it has passion fruit, if the menu has passion fruit on it,
she's getting
going to buy it.
No matter what it is.
Passion, be like,
passion fruit tacos.
Thirsty? No, but then she goes in and she sees passion fruit lemonade or passion fruit anything. All of a sudden, parched.
I love that. Passion fruit's a good fruit too. It's a super fruit.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you do.
Now I know. Still don't want to eat it.
You don't like passion fruit? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. It reminds me of like dragon fruit.
I don't like that either.
Not even the red meat? Because a lot of people don't like the white meat.
Why are there different color meats to a fruit?
The same reason there's different color black people and just people in general.
Those are people. We're talking about fruit.
Which is a living thing that we eat.
I will drink things that have dragon fruit or passion fruit in it. But as for like just eating it, no.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I scoop it out and it's so good. I like the red meat better than the white meat.
But you also like papaya. So
papaya is actually my favorite fruit right now to eat. It is so good. It gives me cantaloupe, and I love cantaloupe, especially when it's sweet.
No, because I love cantaloupe, but that is not like cantaloupe. What did your friend say it tasted like? Something that's already been chewed up or something? She said papaya. She's like, it tastes like it's already been chewed up already. I was I don't know what that means, but it sounds
either.
Bad, and so I'm with it.
I was dying. Like, everyone says something. I don't know. I love papaya. It tastes really good, and it's sweet.
If you get the right ones, but I don't even know how to pick a papaya.
Oh,
but
well,
here's the thing.
I think that's where you got to start.
I don't know. I barely know how to pick anything. I'm like the weirdest person in the store because the only way I know how to pick most fruit is if it smells like fruit.
Wow, that's deep. I know how to pick fruit because of my mom since I was a little girl. I pick fruit because I would see what she would do. She'd pat it. Look, I mean, she did everything. She was like a fruit detector.
Well, my method works. It just looks weird because I'm in the produce section, just like sniffing everything. But my strawberries need to smell like strawberries. Or else it's not going to taste like a strawberry. It works every time. Oranges. If I hold an orange up to my face, I should be able to smell orange. But citrus. In most grocery stores, no. Which is why I am very particular about where I purchase my produce. Because if it doesn't smell like fruit, it's not going to taste like
That's why I shop where I shop.
Yeah.
And I love a farmer's market on Tuesdays and Sundays.
Thomas wanted to go to the farmer's market this weekend.
I love a farmer's market.
But thankfully, it was raining, so we wouldn't have been able to go anywhere.
Oh, that's cool that you guys have one on Saturday.
Yeah.
But there's farmer's markets everywhere. You can find a farmer's market probably every day in LA somewhere. Pasadena. I mean, they're everywhere. So.
Or just go up to 126 and all the fruit stands are just there. And go to the farms.
I like it.
I love Southern California.
I know. We have like the best fruits and veggies and stuff.
And how some people can say that they don't like Southern California is just mind-boggling to me, mind-blowing, and it has so much to do about today's topic.
Oh, that's a good segue. Oh, perspective. You
like how I did that?
Yeah, I love the way you segued that in there. You know, just going. So, what about this?
So, perspective. I was watching a sermon, and the Lord was using me to speak to me through my son. That doesn't make any sense, but I'll explain further. I was watching this sermon. I think it was Stephen Furtick, and he was like, maybe you don't need something new. You need a new perspective. And it was the idea that we're always asking God for things.
Yeah.
And instead of asking for something new, why don't we take the time to focus and steward and grow and stretch what we have? Because we be out here praying for stuff. And if you really sat down, when I sit down and think about the things that I want in my life, and then compare it to the thing that I already have, 9 times out of 10, that thing I already have is something I ask God for.
Yeah. Yep.
And when I look at it like that, I don't like it because I feel judged.
Yeah.
Because, story. Why this came up for me at the perfect time. And when I heard it, I was like, Stephen, why are you coming for me like that? Just like coming from a throat. Because Thomas and I both have Teslas. He has a Model 3. I have a Model Y. He doesn't really like his Model 3 anymore. It's old. And I wanted a Model X. So I came up with this plan. We will turn in the 3. He'll take my Y. And I'll get the X. And I was like, Lord, thanks for giving me this great idea. And then I caught service that Sunday. And God was like, maybe you don't need a new car. Maybe you need a new perspective. And remember how I blessed you with the cars that you have now during a pandemic. And then I was like, you know what, Jesus? I didn't. That wasn't the answer I was looking for.
Yeah.
That was not the answer I was looking for, but I hear you.
Yes. And I'm glad that you said that, because when you were talking to me about it and you were so adamant, because it wasn't like a one day thing. This was probably like a week or two of just searching and looking, and I want this car. And in my head, I didn't say it out loud, but I was just like, Danielle, you do not need that. Like, you do not need that. But I let God do His work. I stayed out of it this time.
He worked.
He did.
Worked, and He said,
He humbled
daughter. He humbled me.
Yeah, I know.
So now, every time I walk up to TJ, I name my car TJ because this is my second Model Y, and the first one was named Tressa, who, fun fact, was one of Parker's nurses. And I heard her name, and she was like, "Hi, I'm Tressa. I'll be your nurse for the day." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Tressa like Tesla?" But then when I got my Tesla, I was like, Tressa the Tesla.
Oh.
So now that I have a second one that looks exactly like the first one, I call it TJ. Tressa Jr.
Tressa Jr. I'm dying. TJ Trader Joe's, TJ Thomas Jr.
I mean,
TJ.
I love those. I guess I love those letters.
You like TJ?
I do like TJ.
Like TJ.
See, that's how much I love my husband.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now when I go up to TJ, I'm like, "Thank you, Lord."
Yeah, because it is the perspective, and I'm like, I think we can all get caught up in that world, in that mindset of always wanting. Like, do you ever feel like we're ever like satisfied? It's just as humans, because it's like humans, as us as people, we accomplish so many things in our lives, and then it's like, and it's huge accomplishments, whether they're big or small, and it's like, okay, what's next? We don't ever give ourselves time to bask in that, to process that, to be grateful and appreciative, to live in that, to learn whatever lesson it is that God wants us to learn. That we're just like, okay, I done accomplished this, I done got this diploma, I done researched this, now I got my license in this, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer. Now what's next? Like, it's like humans are never satisfied. They always want the next high. Why is that? Like, seriously, we got to ask ourselves, like, what is that? Like, a feeling dissatisfied.
Yeah. And it's so easy. And I don't, like, people will blame the media and stuff, which I definitely think
has a
media
big part
and
in
social media and stuff has a huge part to play. However, this was human nature before social media.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons why my mom and dad left New York and came to California back in the 80s was because my mom wanted to leave that keeping up with the Joneses pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's before social media, and it was still, like, heavy on her. Like, okay, they have this, I gotta get that, and, like, always needing something new or feeling like we don't have enough. So it is like this problem has spanned, like, I would almost say all of history, because we're conquering lands because we don't have enough land. Let's go take over this other territory.
Take over somebody else's, yeah.
So when we look at perspective, it can really be used in anything. Everything.
You're right.
Like we were talking about where we live.
Yep.
We can each look around our places where we live and say, "Oh, I wish I had X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
I need a bigger closet.
Yep.
I need different floors." Well, first of all, do you
need those, or do you want those things?
One of the greatest challenges and the most humbling challenges I gave myself, because I do that a lot, I just give myself little, like,
challenges.
I dare you, or I'm looking in the mirror, I bet you can't, because I'm my only competition.
Exactly. That's it.
So the challenge I gave myself was to use the words need and want appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
And it was humbling because I had to stop myself so often to switch the need to the want. Oh my gosh, I need those shoes. No, you don't, Danielle.
I need to go get this.
No, you don't, Danielle. You want it. And by saying that, and I would then say it out loud and actually correct myself, it really made clear that I don't need anything.
You really don't.
I really
We have everything, like necessities. We have everything we need. We have a place to rest our head. We have food. We have transportation. What else do we need? Clothes. Those are like things we need.
Mm-hmm.
Our wants, that list is so extensive.
Never ending.
It scares me.
Yeah.
It's eternal. It doesn't end. That in itself is very humbling. To look at it in that sense and to remind yourself, oh, I don't need this, or do I need this? Shay, you don't need this. You want this.
Mm-hmm.
Shay, you don't need these new shades. You want these new shades. Shay, you don't need your hair done. You want your hair done because you want to look like something.
I don't like that one.
I don't like it either because that's a need.
It's a need. But it is so true. Like, I need to get my roots.
I need my nails done. Like, come on, God. You have a sense of humor because you made us.
Exactly.
Like, God, I need my nails. I need my nails done.
But
and I know I don't.
Yeah.
But in here, it's a hard posture.
It's hard.
Maybe I got to turn it a little bit, but they got to be done. And that's
The
okay.
struggle.
I think that's okay. So now it's more of the things that you look at those things like, okay, I look at it as a bill because it is something that is consistent every 2 weeks. I'm getting my nails done, my nails and my toes done. And it makes me feel good.
And that's like,
but I don't
in
need
changing your perspective and acknowledging needs versus wants.
Yeah.
It's not saying that you
can't have those things.
You want. Exactly. It's just looking at it for what it is.
Mm-hmm. And not
this is a want. I want to get my nails done every 2 weeks. I can afford to get my nails done every 2 weeks. I am going to get my nails done every 2 weeks.
There you go.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. We're all going to want certain things.
Yeah.
It's just being honest and genuine, because when, I know for me at least, when I start overusing the word need, I actually start to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel less than, or like I don't have enough in certain areas.
Naturally.
Because it's like, I don't have this thing I need.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, when I was conscious about it, calling it a want, it didn't feel as, what's the word? Like, it didn't feel,
it's like tangible. You didn't feel so connected to it, or like,
and I didn't feel so like
to it.
empty. I didn't feel like inadequate for not having it when I acknowledged it as a want versus a need.
Yeah.
And it was eye-opening.
It is eye-opening, even talking about it now, because like you said, it's so the list is so extensive of things that we want versus things that we need in life and can sustain on, and that we're satisfied with. However, and I will use Los Angeles, California as an example, because one, I live here, but two, it's a very materialistic, can be for a lot of people fake till you make it type of vibe, atmosphere, right? And so you see people with a lot of stuff and you feel like you are not doing enough, or you don't have enough, or you're inadequate, or oh my gosh, you're always trying to keep up. And that's where that mentality can come from too, unfortunately. But it's always good to have these humbling conversations, and to ask ourselves, do we need this? And I also feel like that sets you apart, like in having that confidence in yourself to be like, yeah, I have these things, but I don't need this stuff. Like, I'm still me. I'm still true to myself. These things don't make me who I am.
Yeah. And it's so easy to get swept up in that, especially in a place like LA. Like, it's so easy to attach your worth to your belongings.
Right.
Or your worth to what other people can see. And it's can feel validating in the moment, but it's so fleeting. And it's really so meaningless.
Yeah, it is.
To just continually be in a search or be craving what's new. And like, you can look at it, when I think of it, I think of like when I was little, and people would be like, you better eat that food. There are starving children in Africa who can't have, like, okay, yeah, yes. But, and so like, we can also compare it to like, you better appreciate your apartment because there are homeless people. Yes.
Amen.
However,
right.
Looking at it that way, to me, never hit home as much as, you better appreciate that house because God gave it to you. You asked for it. He gave it to you. What you complaining about? Exactly. And why are you now asking for more? And then I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
It hits different.
It does hit different.
And it's more real to me when I look at it that way. And it makes me really pause and say, okay, I did pray for this house. It was everything I wanted 5 years ago.
It was.
What has really changed to make it not enough now?
Yeah, and it's perspective.
Perspective.
Exactly. And like we were talking about earlier, like using our own fathers as examples.
Yes.
Like, our fathers gave us homes, and he's like, these are your homes. I work for these homes. I've given you these homes to you ladies. And a year later, we're like, I want to move into something bigger. I need more space here. I want to do this.
The floors are
like,
rolled down.
Yeah, like that could be a slap in their face.
Yeah.
And I know that's how God feels too. Like, if I've given you something, be grateful for it.
Yes.
And if I feel that you're ready and prepared for something bigger, which is not really necessary, but if I feel that you can handle it, you will know, because I will give it to you, and it'll be easy. It won't be hard. You won't think you're better. It won't do anything different to you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's how he knows that he can trust us.
Perspective, yeah.
And changing that perspective and really, stewarding what we have appropriately. And it's just so crazy to me how really perspective changes everything. Because a few years ago, if I were to look forward to where I am right now, and like, there's everything in life, I'd be like, yes, that's so amazing. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me in my future with all of these things. So when I sit and reflect on that, then it reminds me that I'm full right now. Because when I look outside, when I look around, even just my neighbors' cars, or, I live in a pretty affluent community. So I'll see that my boys' classmates have these huge houses or all these cars or whatever. So it's easy for me to be like, I want that.
Right.
And look around. But it's never about looking outside. It is always about looking within and looking up. And when I can recalibrate to that, then I feel like I have more than enough.
And that's what God wants us to see.
It is.
Like, that we are enough. We are more than enough. We have everything that we need to sustain us. We should be content with those things.
We should.
And again, it's okay to want things. That's natural. It's a normal human thing. I want a husband. Ooh, that's a good one. Do I need a husband?
Ooh.
I'm really asking that question. I think I need one.
Okay.
Or is it just I just want one? And when I say that, I don't.
You gotta ask. Depends on who you ask.
Exactly. And when I say that, I don't say that lightly, because it's not just a husband. It's like all of the things, like in that husband. And we know they don't really make them like that anymore. So I still want one. But do I need one?
Exactly. You want one, but do you need one? That,
I mean, I've been without one this long,
and you've been great.
Great,
exactly.
I am very good.
So there are so many things that we can have that can it may add to our lives.
Yeah.
It probably, there are things that definitely will add to your life.
Yeah.
However, it's still staying focused and staying level-headed enough, really, to decide and decipher, is this a need or a want? Because when you really write down your needs, you have them. And like, we have them all. The fullness and the fulfillment that I get when I'm really just focusing on that is really, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, and overwhelming in the best way, like just in gratitude. And I mean, for me, it always comes back to the kids. And it's like, that's the example that I want to be for them.
Yeah.
Like Declan is a shopper. I don't know, and I don't need your comments when I say this. I don't know how it happened, but Declan wants something new all of the time. And I am the kind of parent that looks at my child and says, well, nothing that is in you came from magic. It must have been something you saw. And then I look at myself and I say, could he have gotten that from me? I don't think so, but I know she does.
He definitely got it from Danielle. That's why she had to give y'all that quick sidebar. Don't you say anything. Y'all see my face. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just let her talk. I'm going to look off into the sky.
Thank you.
You know, do whatever. But yes, Danielle's children, both of her sons, oh, they're so sweet. I love them so much. They have a lot of Danielle in them. Thomas too. And every time you say stuff, I'm like, that's you.
That's right.
Like the other day, she was telling me, because they're the grandparents, and she's like saying, yeah, they learned how to play chess. Like, it was just so easy for them. Like, my dad was so, like, impressed how quick they caught on. I'm like, you're their mom. You're wise. You're knowledgeable. You catch on to things quick. You're inquisitive. So, I mean, hey, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And it's not just the good things either.
I mean, I'm glad that you did bring up a good thing. I appreciate that. Goodness. Because I know you have a whole list to rattle off of the bad things that they got from me.
Those are Danielle's children, for sure. Honest. They have her honest. They're good kids. They really are good kids. Yeah.
They are. But I do, and I think part of it is because I take those moments to reflect on myself and say, they spend 98% of their time with me.
Yeah.
So maybe
exactly,
I can fix something.
Just kidding.
Like wanting too much and changing my perspective. Because I know that it is a thing. Yeah. It's real. Yeah. And when I see it in my kids, I don't want to see it in them. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, I shouldn't want to see it in myself either.
Yeah.
So I do things to change that. I didn't get the new car.
No, you didn't. You didn't. And I'm proud of you because you literally didn't need it. You got a new car. Like, what you need a new one? What do you need another new one for?
I was explaining that it was going to go to Thomas.
I understand that, but still... Thomas doesn't need a new car either. He doesn't need a new car. However, amen for wanting a new car.
Yeah,
who doesn't? Who doesn't? That's what I said. Who doesn't want a new? Who doesn't want? Who don't want a new car?
Who don't want a new car?
Exactly. That's like
fun.
They are. Good. Their character. Another perspective. Where we shop, where we buy our groceries.
Yes.
Don't say it like that, but I'm saying I feel like you find places that you like and you shop at those places. However, other people, like your friends, they have things to say about places where you shop, like me. I like to shop at Air One.
And you have an Air One what?
Membership.
For those of you who don't know what Air One is, because most people probably don't, it is the elitist grocery store.
It's a market.
It is a market,
it's
grocery
an in-home
store
farmers market
that sells $34 smoothies by
which I've
celebrities.
never bought before. Let's be
but
real.
She does buy 8 ounces of $17 juice. But I mean, so it's
not 8 ounces.
Do you need Erewhon? No. I
shop at Erewhon. Yes, I do. Wait, okay. No, exactly. I was going to say, I don't need to shop at Erewhon. However, we do need food for survival.
Yes, and but there is a huge gap between regular grocery store prices, not even Walmart, Ralph's.
Walmart.
Ralph prices versus... I shop at Walmart.
Oh, okay.
See?
I do not shop at Walmart. Well, I'm talking about for groceries, though.
Oh, no, I don't.
But then I also don't shop at Walmart because there's no Walmart near me. And I used to shop at Target, but I can't shop at Target anymore because Target is targeting my people. So I had to boycott them. I'm going to Erewhon, Whole Foods, Sprouts, Trader Joe's, Ralph's, Pavilions.
I mean, this is a lot of stores.
Costco. So give me my props. I don't just shop at Erewhon. But I do go there a few times a week.
You do. And that is what I am getting at. Because if you have a conversation with her, she will quickly say, ooh, I need to go to Erewhon.
That's why I like this challenge and that you're giving all of us, not just me and Danielle, but all of us. Because I don't need to go anywhere. I am making a choice to go to Erewhon because they have things there that I absolutely enjoy and love. And it's a vibe. It's a whole vibe at that store. From the minute you park your car to the time, I'm going to take you. You guys see what I'm saying? And this is the thing. I used to go to the one on, I think, Melrose. But when they built the one in the valley by me, I was like, rest in peace. I'm not driving all the way over there. It's one right up the street from me. Now, they know they should have put an Erewhon near me.
I think that my point is clear when we describe a grocery store as a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
It's a store with groceries.
Yeah, but you will see what I'm saying. Like, it's a vibe in there.
I will report back after she drags me to the store.
Thank you. And be open-minded.
I will be open-minded.
I know her. Danielle is hard. She's like me with movies. I'm a big movie critic. That's how she is in life.
That's how I am with price tags. And I just cannot wrap my mind.
Well, don't look at the price tags. I said the vibe.
I want to be able to live a life where I don't have to look at price tags.
Amen. Well, when I go to Erewhon, I don't look at what stuff costs. I just get it. Because guess what? It's what I want. It's what I want.
The challenge is challenging.
The challenge is challenging. It's what I want and I need. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to get it. We all do. And then guys, what do you think about this? I am single. It is just me. I don't have a pet, a frog, a roach, nothing.
Plants.
I love my plants. As you can tell.
Trees. She takes very good care of them.
Mm-hmm. That's all I got. I'm a plant mom. I don't even have a dog. But in my apartment you can't have pets anyway. So that's another reason why I need to move out of this apartment because I can't get a dog. Okay, that's another reason
what dog do you want?
I either said I'm going to get a Frenchie, or I want a teacup Yorkie, or maybe a poodle, a golden doodle, something teacuppy.
Golden doodles are not small.
Unless it's a Frenchie. I really want a Frenchie. That's my top dog. We like each other. I want a great.
We don't need to talk about how much Frenchies cost.
We don't. You asked me what type of dog I wanted.
And that is
And then you have dogs.
I do.
And guess what their names, Danielle's dogs' names are?
They're just names.
Yeah, but she named them. Yes. I'll give you 3 seconds. Guess?
Haters gonna hate.
Okay. Her dog, the boy dog.
My first dog.
Bentley.
And let me tell you the story about Bentley, because Bentley was not named after the car. Bentley was named after the son of one of the girls from 16 and Pregnant from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Okay.
Because she used to say her son's name was Bentley. And I just loved that so much. So my deal with Thomas was that I want to get the dog, but I want to name him Bentley. We can't just say Bentley like we're talking about a car. Not Bentley. It's a Bentley.
You know what? I've been friends with Danielle for 6,719,576,000,000,000,000 years, and I have never heard this story. But that's a good stuff. That's beautiful. I love that. But you never told me that. So I thought it was named after the car because she's also bougie like the car. But guess what? She just got a dog recently within a couple of years.
Who named that dog?
Yeah,
Thomas.
Oh, but they're both bougie. So the other dog's name, and she agreed, Royce. So me, you know me, I was like, oh, that's Rolls Royce. So I'll call her Rolls Royce, and the dogs love me.
The dog's name is Royce. Royce. Because my husband thought it would be so clever to have a dog named Bentley and then another dog named Royce. And I just liked the name Royce, so I was like, I'll allow it.
Exactly.
Bentley and Royce, because they're so cute. And then one time we went to the farmer's market, and there was another little dog there that was named, I think, Beamer.
Oh, I like that.
And we were like, oh my gosh, it's all the cars!
Because I wouldn't even just think of a car Beamer, but obviously it is. But that's just a cute doggy name. That's a super cute name. We got to do an episode on how different we are, like how different our lives are.
We do. Because
there's so much. I love it.
But that's why everybody can relate to Pardon My Peace, because between the two of us, you gonna find yourself somewhere on this spectrum.
On the spectrum. Literally.
The peace spectrum. Because it's different.
It is different. Oh my gosh. Different. Yeah, but it's all a perspective. So yes, I don't need to go to certain stores, but I choose to because they have things that I like a lot at those stores. So that's why I go to those stores.
And in checking our perspective, in acknowledging needs versus wants, it also has allowed me to find maybe less expensive or less cumbersome ways to do some of the things that I want. Like, I don't need a spa day. I want a spa day. And since I cannot afford at the moment to have a spa day, I won't feel inadequate. I won't let that fact make me feel less than. What I can do is have a spa day at home.
Exactly.
And for a lot less money, invite one of my girlfriends over and we can put cucumbers on our eyes, put some masks on, and sit outside, pretend
our tea or whatever we want. But that's still self-care. It's still fun. Like, that's a vibe too.
It is.
And I think I almost like that better.
I know.
That's kind of cute. And it brings me back to Danielle. Did you go on your date?
I have not gone on my date yet.
Okay, you got to get it together.
It's been too long.
And now that's a perfect one.
It is.
I mean, there's so many you could do. And like I said, you're starting off with something, but you have to take yourself on a date. And when I say take yourself, you don't have to leave your house. You just got to do something with yourself. Yourself.
But I want to leave the house.
Well,
I want to go
that's
sit
great.
at a bar like I said that I was.
Yeah.
But I forgot. Just transparency. I forgot that I said that I was going to do that, but I wrote it down, and I am going to do it because it is really something that I want to do.
Yeah, it would have been good to do it while the boys were gone too.
And I was trying to, but I was catching up on so much stuff.
Yeah,
including sleep. I caught up on so my boys have been with their grandparents for the last week now, and I've gotten so much sleep.
Yeah.
Whoever said rest is for the wicked was a liar.
So yeah. What do you guys think about perspective? Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree that we as people are very quick to say we need a lot of things rather than it's just our own wants and heart desires? Or do you think opposite? Do you think when you say you need something, you really need it? And why?
Because when you need something, you're like lacking if you don't have it.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was trying to get to. Because when I think of it as a need, if I need it and I don't have it, then I'm lacking. If I want it and I don't have it, then
you're not lacking anything.
I'm not lacking anything. It's just a desire it's a dream. It's a wish. It's
an overflow.
Yeah. So when I have overflow, I will get that thing or that experience or whatever it may be. But it starts with my perspective and reminding myself that I have to live with gratitude and to decide to have the perspective every day that I am full, that I have woken up with everything I need for this day. Because that's what God promised us.
He sure did. God, thank you.
Thank you.
No, seriously, thank you.
So, on that note,
we love you guys.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Yes.
We love you.
This is fun. So,
and I can't wait to see you next week.
Can't wait to see you next.
That you're able to see us next week.
I know, right?
And I can't wait to see you guys in the comments.
That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on questions. I'm waiting on good news, bad news. I'm waiting on honest comments. I am waiting.
Yes.
So, yes.
Looking forward to it. And, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, and for everybody listening right now, make sure to like and subscribe. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Hit us up.
Oh, yeah. Comment, too.
Comment. And let us know that you're listening.
Yeah.
Let us know that you like it, you don't like it, or somewhere in between.
We're okay. We're like 100%. We're okay with that. We want that. Yeah. All right. We're starting something new. So yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining another episode of Pardon My Peace Podcast.